Hello, my dear friends. Welcome to the channel PowerMind 427. Today, we will be talking about the difference between a rich mentality and a poor mentality. Follow video. The difference between a rich mentality and a poor mentality is not just about possessions or the amount of money someone has, but rather how a person thinks, acts, and views life. A rich mentality is rooted in an abundance mindset, while a poor mentality is fixated on scarcity. Imagine for a moment two people facing the same opportunity. One sees a universe of possibilities, growth, and learning, while the other only sees risks, fear of failure, and limitations. This contrast is not simply a matter of optimism versus pessimism. It is a deeply ingrained way of perceiving the world. The rich mentality believes that success is not a zero-sum game, where for one person to win, another must lose. For those who think this way, there is room for everyone to prosper. The person with this mindset sees the world as an inexhaustible source of opportunities and is capable of creating value in almost any situation. They constantly seek to improve themselves, acquire new skills, and are not afraid to invest in their own development. Moreover, they understand the power of networking and collaboration. Instead of seeing others as competitors, they view them as potential allies, partners on a mutual growth journey. On the other hand, the poor mentality is often dominated by fear. The fear of losing, the fear of taking risks, and the fear of not having enough. Those with this mindset see the world as limited, where if someone has more, it automatically means there is less available for others. This type of thinking creates a cycle of self-preservation and risk aversion, which can prevent the individual from seizing opportunities when they arise. The poor mentality tends to focus more on problems than solutions, which can lead to a life of stagnation and frustration. But what causes this difference in mindsets? In many cases, it is a matter of how we have been conditioned to think throughout life. People with a rich mentality were often exposed to concepts of entrepreneurship, innovation, and positive thinking early on. They were encouraged to see failure as an opportunity to learn, not as a sign of defeat. They know that success is the result of continuous effort, perseverance, and an unwavering belief that over time, things will align in favor of those who act intelligently and diligently. The poor mentality, in turn, often arises from a combination of personal experiences, traumas, and cultural or family influences. If someone grew up constantly hearing that money doesn't grow on trees, or that the rich are greedy, it's natural to develop a sense of distrust towards wealth. These limiting beliefs end up shaping how that person interacts with money and opportunities. Instead of seeing money as a tool to create more freedom and possibilities, they may see it as a source of stress and something to be hoarded just to ensure security. Another crucial factor is the relationship these two mindsets have with risk. People with a rich mentality are willing to take calculated risks. They understand that there is no reward without risk, and although they may fail in some attempts, each failure is a chance to learn and grow. They know that the path to success is rarely linear, and that obstacles are part of the journey. The poor mentality, however, often avoids any kind of risk, preferring the safety of not trying over the possibility of failing. This fear of failure can paralyze the individual, preventing them from advancing in their personal and professional life. One of the biggest distinctions between the two mindsets is also in how they approach learning. The rich mentality views learning as a continuous process, something that never stops. These people are always seeking new information, new skills, and ways to reinvent themselves. They know the world is constantly changing, and to remain competitive, they must always be one step ahead. The poor mentality, on the other hand, often believes they already know enough, or that learning is something that ends when you leave school. This lack of curiosity and willingness to pursue self-improvement can lead to stagnation in life. Another interesting point is how each mindset deals with time. People with a rich mentality understand the value of time and know it is the most precious resource we have. They are highly productive, organized, and always look to maximize their use of time. They also understand that it is better to spend time on activities that generate long-term results, rather than engaging in momentary distractions. The poor mentality, on the other hand, tends to live reactively, wasting time on activities that bring no concrete and immediate benefits, like excessive entertainment and procrastination. A decisive factor in the rich mentality is how it handles money. For these people, money is a tool that can be used to generate more wealth. They know how to invest, how to multiply their resources, and above all, how to make money work for them. The concept of saving to invest is common among this group. On the other hand, the poor mentality views money as something to be spent immediately or hoarded without a clear purpose. A person with this mentality tends to prioritize immediate pleasures over thinking about how money can generate more freedom and opportunities in the future. The big difference between these two ways of thinking is that the rich mentality is always focused on the long term, while the poor mentality tends to focus on the short term. A person with a rich mentality is willing to make sacrifices today to reap the benefits tomorrow. They understand that success doesn't happen overnight, but is the result of continuous effort, strategic decisions, and a clear vision of the future they want to build. The poor mentality, on the other hand, often seeks immediate gratification and has difficulty planning for the future, which can lead to a constant sense of frustration and stagnation. There's this idea that's been floating around for a while now, a comparison that seems to divide people into two camps: the rich mindset and the poor mindset. It's not just about how much money you have in the bank, but about how you think, how you perceive the world, how you respond to challenges and opportunities. You see, a rich mindset is all about abundance. It's about seeing possibilities where others see obstacles. It's about understanding that the world is full of opportunities just waiting to be seized. When you have this mindset, you're constantly looking for ways to grow, to learn, to expand your horizons. You invest in yourself, in your education, in your skills, because you believe that you're worth it. You believe that your potential is limitless, and that's a powerful belief to hold. On the other hand, the poor mindset is often rooted in scarcity. It's a way of thinking that focuses on what you lack rather than what you have. It's the belief that there's not enough to go around, that opportunities are limited, and that you have to fight tooth and nail for what little there is. People with this mindset often feel trapped, like they're in a cage of their own making. They see challenges as threats rather than chances to grow. They're afraid to take risks, afraid to invest in themselves, because they're convinced that they'll fail. They dwell on their limitations instead of their strengths. It's a cycle that can be incredibly hard to break. Now, I'm not saying that having a rich mindset means you'll automatically become wealthy. It's not that simple. It's about the approach you take to life, the attitude you carry with you every day. It's about how you respond to setbacks. A person with a rich mindset sees failure as a stepping stone, a necessary part of the journey. They understand that every setback is an opportunity to learn, to pivot, to come back stronger. They embrace change and uncertainty because they know that's where growth happens. They're not afraid to invest in themselves, whether that means taking a class, starting a business, or simply seeking out new experiences. They see every dollar spent on personal development as an investment in their future. In contrast, someone with a poor mindset often sees failure as a confirmation of their fears. They think, "I knew I couldn't do it," or "this is just my luck." They become paralyzed by their fears, trapped in a cycle of negative self-talk that reinforces their beliefs. They tend to blame external factors for their situation, rather than taking responsibility for their choices. It's a mindset that keeps them stuck, stagnant, while others are out there thriving. But here's the thing, it's possible to shift your mindset. It's not easy, but it's absolutely doable. It starts with awareness. You have to recognize the thoughts that are holding you back, the beliefs that are limiting you. You have to challenge those thoughts and replace them with something more empowering. Instead of saying, "I can't afford that," try saying, "How can I afford that?" Instead of thinking, "I'm not good enough," shift to, "What can I learn to improve?" It's about reframing your perspective and opening yourself up to new possibilities. Surround yourself with people who have a rich mindset. Their energy is contagious. Their optimism can inspire you to think bigger, to dream higher. Read books, listen to podcasts, consume content that challenges your thinking and pushes you toward growth. Remember, the journey is just as important as the destination. Embrace the process, the learning, the evolving. Ultimately, the divide between a rich mindset and a poor mindset is a choice. It's about how you choose to see the world and your place in it. So what do you choose? It is important to remember that mentality is not something fixed. We can all change the way we think and consequently change our reality. Adopting a rich mentality requires effort, self-awareness, and a willingness to challenge our limiting beliefs. It is a transformation process that starts with small changes but can lead to big results over time. In conclusion, one of the most valuable lessons we can take from this comparison is that true wealth is not just in money, but in how we see and interact with the world. People with a rich mentality know that, regardless of how much money they possess, their greatest asset is their ability to create value, build relationships, and adapt to changes. Meanwhile, the poor mentality, even if it temporarily has more resources, tends to view the world through a lens of limitation and scarcity, which can hinder personal and professional growth. The key to success, therefore, lies in adopting an abundance mentality and always being willing to learn, grow, and evolve. Thank you for watching our channel, PowerMind 427. Like and subscribe to our channel. Comment and share with your friends. Tap the bell to receive more video notifications. Channel PowerMind 427.